Looks like the conservatives are out here saying that Erika Kirk has just ended the feminist movement. And I hate to break it to y'all, but Erika Kirk is actually a big fat feminist. Like, she is the definition of the word feminism. Her entire life is a testament to feminism. This is a woman who literally went to college, got two, not one, but 2 degrees from that college, played sports competitively, competed in pageants, was running multiple businesses while raising children, is now going to be the CEO of her late husband's enterprise, is now going to be leading a bunch of men and women, doing all of that while being a mother to several small children. Like, I hate to tell y'all this, but Erika Kirk is a feminist. Even if she doesn't call herself that, even if she thinks feminism is evil, she is still a feminist. She's a textbook feminist. Got married, mind you, in her 30s to a man 5 years younger than her. Didn't have kids till she was in her mid-30s, and is going to be taking care of them and running a business, multiple businesses at the same time. She's not a feminist and she just ended the feminist movement. Like, I don't know what level of disassociated you have to be with your own brain to actually believe that. Yeah, this ties in perfectly with the whole rapture thing. They live in a fantasy world. They live in a world that is not real because they can afford to, because it doesn't affect them, because they're feminist. Feminism allows her to do all of this stuff in the first place, and on top of that, to not be criticized for it, to be admired for it, to be respected for it. And she enjoys all of that, but she doesn't want that for other women. She wants to get up onto the ladder and then pull it up behind her, which I think is incredibly evil and hypocritical. And you're telling me that instead of using your critical thinking to question that, or at least get mad at her for being such a blatant, flagrant hypocrite and very obviously a fucking feminist, instead these people are like, she just ended the feminist movement. Who are you fucking talking about? Her? She ended the feminist movement? Are you fucking crazy or are you fucking stupid? Pick one. Pick one, because there's no other explanation. They never live by their own rules. This is the same energy as like billionaires telling us to not buy coffee so we can buy a house. Okay, this is the same thing as oil companies making us sign a pledge that we're going to keep the ocean clean. Meanwhile, they continue to dump billions of gallons of oil into the ocean. It's like the billionaires trying to sell us electric cars to save the environment. Meanwhile, they take their fucking private jet everywhere. There's a little bit of traffic, just take the jet. Same exact energy. Rules for thee, but not for me. We are in a critical thinking crisis. Like, people are not thinking about this shit before they say it, the men especially. Erika just ended the feminist movement. How? By becoming a CEO and president of Turning Point USA, an entire enterprise that is going to require like more than 40 hours a week to run. It doesn't even matter if she outsources that work, she is still the leader. And if feminism ended tomorrow, she wouldn't be allowed to do this. Some random unqualified man could just come and take her place, and she could be forcefully escorted, be punished for having degrees. She could be burned at the stake for being a witch because she has an education, because she doesn't stay home and take care of her children. Because mind you, she wasn't even like jobless when her husband was alive. She had a job. She was running another company. She wouldn't be able to do that if it weren't for feminism. If feminism didn't exist, her ambitions would be considered evil, ungodly, sinful, and instead they're praised. She is seen as some kind of like conservative beacon who's ending feminism. She's very clearly championing it. Do these people realize that like you can be a feminist without having blue hair? Like, do these people understand that just because she's like blonde and blue-eyed and has kids and, you know, is married, that she can still be a feminist, and very much is? All that's happening here. She's not ending the feminist movement. She's actually using feminism to continue her husband's work, which is to preach against feminism. The brain cells have to be so far disconnected from each other. The critical thinking channels are blocked. This is really why they have it out for smart people. This is really why this message and this entire thing only appeals to people with an actually low IQ. And I'm not even saying that to be mean. I'm just saying that this is literally one of the best examples of feminism that I've ever seen, because she and her late husband were able to preach about women staying at home and women don't need an education. Everyone needs to get married young and have kids young. And they did none of those things. So their message would only make sense if you misunderstand both feminist rhetoric and conservative rhetoric. You don't actually understand either one of those things, and you're just a fucking dummy who listens to people just because they're up on a platform, who listens to people because they speak confidently and sound convincing. That's it. And that's why Trump said smart people don't like me. He was exactly right. He was exactly right, because he was right up there on that stage championing this woman, her journey, and her new appointment as the head and CEO of Turning Point USA. Meanwhile, what they're going to be preaching to young girls is that you don't need feminism. Feminism is evil. You need to stay at home and have babies, and you need to have those babies as young as possible. You need to marry as young as possible. Meanwhile, they did absolutely none of that. This woman's entire life and trajectory is the result of feminism, the same feminism that she's going to shit on from the platform on which she stands thanks to feminism. You really cannot make this shit up.